Is there anything you can tell us about the different ways parts can relate to past lives and anything else you'd like to tell us around past lives and IFS that would benefit us at this time? Okay, they're saying past lives and IFS, past lives and IFS. When they're saying IFS, something, I don't know, I'm brought to my heart space and something goes down. They're saying funneling down. Can you make this a little more clear to me what you're trying to show me? I mean, it looks like this, but that's not what it is. It kind of looks like a tornado, how it's wider at the top and then it gets smaller, but then the tip kind of goes back here. You're saying back to the past. They're saying internal family systems of the past and present. They're showing like my present day family, and they're saying echoes of the past. They're saying the pre-lifetime past in the way that it needs to echo. Echoing the appropriate things to allow you to release them. When they are released, more will come forth. They're saying that the past and the present are intricately connected. Not just the past of the current lifetime, but the past of previous lifetimes. Echoes, 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 echoes. So they're showing like two different ways that this happens. Can you show me that again? So they're saying like, so we can be born with, they're saying we are born with many of these burdens directly from the past. This is what most people talk about when people refer to past life parts or past life burdens. So directly from the past, born with this, and then at some point it opens. It actually, what I saw when they show it open, it's literally a present opening, and they're saying it may not feel like a gift, but it is a gift because it brings new awareness and new possibilities. And what is this? Can you make this a little more clear for me? And your soul gains from this process. Okay, so now they're coming to so echoes from the past that aren't brought forth in that way. Experiences that are brought to you. Can you make this a little more clear to me, what you're showing me here? They're talking about like an example here of like a way that we may have operated in the past. Whatever this experience is can allow a new way of operating, a new experience for the soul. They're saying mirror echo. It's the mirror of the echo. The echo that would be there if it had been brought forth. Mirroring and reflecting for new soul growth. New soul growth, new soul growth, new soul growth. Any questions around this?
I'm curious, with that awareness in place, is there some type of message that can be helpful for one of us, or that maybe one of us has been questioning, has been kind of curious of, that is coming through for us to know right now?
Is there anything that you would like to say around this? Okay, they're saying trust, trust, trust. In what your deepest, deepest heart knows. Deepest, 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 deepest. There's something in here that's really deep in here. Really, 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 really deep in here. Yeah, they're just emphasizing trust in that, trust in that, trust in that. They're saying some things must be discovered on their own time in their own ways. They're talking about a flower blooming under its own required conditions. Own required conditions, own required conditions. Any other questions? Sarita?
As a practitioner, a couple of times I've been guiding a client, and what's emerged has been a past life. And in one instance, we were observing, we assumed it was a past life of hers. It was in another time period, a nun or something. And the nun was unaware of my client, and we were aware of what was going on for her. And we weren't really sure how to work with it. And we just kind of left it because there was other stuff to do in the process. And another time with a client, we went back to a past life where some traumatic death had happened. And we were able to make contact with that aspect of soul, that past life. But it's a large piece of work to do in a small portion of one session over a huge trauma. And I'm just curious if there is any guidance about if there is a best way to work with past life issues that come up during sessions.
They're saying best ways. So
Mhm.
they're saying multiple options to be chosen by the part itself. Can you say that again? Or guided by the deepest inner knowing. Okay, so the first one they're talking about the option to complete the circuitry, and they're referring to somebody had asked a question. It's on my YouTube. Somebody had asked a question around past life responses. So that's one of them. They're saying for time's sake, we won't go into that now,
Sure.
when you can watch it from then. Okay, other options. They're saying imagine yourself with that part. You as the practitioner. Send your love and compassion directly to that part. As your client sits with that part, so do you. And you both do this simultaneously. From there, things can unfold much quicker. Much quicker, much quicker, much quicker. Much, 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 much quicker. Enormously quicker. Can you make this a little more clear for me, what you're trying to show with this? They're saying it's like you're both sending it to the part from different directions, and it's uplifting the part, and it's holding the part. And it's allowing the part to you're saying breathe again. Okay, what do you mean by this? They're talking about him being stuck in a state, stuck in a place, stuck in an experience. So stuck they don't dare breathe. You're saying this is what happens when they're brought forward from the past. They're talking about it being so severe. They're saying something around it's like worse than our concept of severe trauma because it has gone on for so long. So long. Often through many lifetimes. Many lifetimes. Uncovered, remained covered and uncared for. Uncovered now. They're saying like doing that, it like breaks up the armor, the energetic armor within this part. They're talking about like the cast of being stuck in that experience. And it just offers really gentle, peaceful, kind, loving fissures, teeny tiny little cracks into that, and allows it to seep in. Any questions?
What I often do when I'm in big situations like that would be to kind of call on ascended masters and maybe see if they would want to go to a healing temple or something like that. Is that appropriate, or is that too shocking? I mean, obviously I would do it if the part was amenable to it.
What do you want to say around this? Ask the part what it would like. It gets the choice first and foremost. Like they're saying it's so important to respect their choice.
Mm.
So deeply important and essential for the best outcome,
Mm.
the quickest outcome, the most fruitful outcome. And when choice isn't given, they're saying again, come into the deepest heart, come into the deepest heart. Sense what it is to offer. Sense who to offer and how to offer them. And make it only an offer. Not a requirement, not a requirement, not a requirement. Only an offer. What are you showing me with this? They're showing like, so the offer, it's just this thing that's set right here, right? And there's something around it and they're calling it, can you say that again? An energetic barrier that has it remain as yours until they choose to take it up. Like this barrier, this barrier comes with the understanding that they may choose it, that they are free to choose it, that they are welcome to choose it. And it remains yours until they choose it. Yeah, because they're showing like without the barrier, it can feel like a shoving. This barrier helps keep it safe. It keeps it safe. It keeps it safe. It keeps it safe. Any other questions?
Can I clarify when they're saying it's essential for the part to choose? The scenario I'm picturing is if I'm working with a part, and then maybe when you're looking for the earliest time or where it goes back to, boom, you're in a past life memory with another figure there. And so is that figure who they're referring to as a part? Or is it the original part in the client that I would have been dealing with kind of from this life that they're referring to?
They're saying they're all parts of the soul, parts of the self.
Okay.
They're all parts.
Okay.
All parts and all sacred. Sacred, 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 sacred. Yeah, they're really emphasizing this sacred. Yeah, they're not wanting to say anything else. They just really want to emphasize that sacred. Okay. Any other questions?
There's often something when working with a past life where, there's been a traumatic death and a huge trauma around that. And then from the outside, you know that death is unreal because you're kind of visiting them from the future. And I tend to gently lean into that with the part. I'm just curious to know what the guides think about that, and is that appropriate or is that shoving, etc.
They're saying check in with your own energy. Do I feel rigid? Do I feel pushy? Like when they're showing this to me, like I feel this need to lean forward, to move forward. Like I have this forward momentum. Are you are you relaxed? Are you open to the possibilities? Are you accepting and open and aware and welcoming all experiences in?
Mm.
Feel into the energy that you're holding. Yes, 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 yes. Feel into the energy that you are holding.
I'm getting that self energy is of prime importance, that kind of spacious, unpushy, relaxed energy. If the client doesn't feel to be in this strongest self energy, would it be appropriate to kind of do that kind of past life healing via direct access with the past life part? Or should the healing involve the client and wait until such time as the client is able to unblend and hold a spacious presence?
They're saying ask your own guides for guidance around this.
Okay.
Some it may be appropriate, others entirely inappropriate.
Mm.
What are you showing? They're saying something else. What are you showing me around this? They're talking about receiving guidance from the heart. In this scenario, if the guidance from the heart isn't very clear and confident, like you aren't very clear and confident in that this is true, pure guidance from the heart, ask your guides. Ask your guides, ask your guides, ask your guides.